The story so far: the deadly disease that plagued Goldshore. In the end, it was but the trickery of Vanessa, a depraved quack who enriched herself at her patient's expense. But Alvin put an end to her villainy and healed the people out of the kindness of his heart. You were always my hero, an unreachable ideal. But heck, if I ain't getting closer by the day. Having eased the pain and suffering of one town, Alvin strode into Saintsbridge with a newfound confidence. Little did he know what awaited him here.
Oi, hey, can you spare a scrap of food for a poor soul? As you can see, the snicks left me too injured to stand.
Show it to me. The wound festers. If it isn't treated, you'll be dead before the next sunrise.
What? You're one of them apothecaries, is that it?
What's it to you?
Bloody hell's but the gods smile on me. Treat my wound and you can name your price.
Before that, answer me one thing.
Oh, but of course, ask me anything.
Afraid you're out of luck, friend. Your life isn't worth saving.
Wait, have some mercy. You can't just leave a man to die.
Hold it! You're an apothecary, ain't you? How can you leave a man you examined to suffer?
And who in the hells are you?
Name's Alvin, and despite appearances, I'm a traveling apothecary myself.
Fellow druggist, is it? Well, listen up. I'm a free man with the right to choose my patients.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means just what I said. Some lives aren't worth saving.
Who does that jackass think he is?
You're an apothecary too, you said?
Sure am, and one who doesn't discriminate when it comes to those in need. Let me see that wound.
Much obliged.
You're lucky I showed up when I did. There, that should give you a fighting chance. But you ain't out of the woods yet. You'll need plenty of rest till it heals up. Here, lean on me.
You're far too kind. Thank you.
The name's Alvin. Just doing my job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alvin. I'm Miguel. You really saved me. Don't mention it. You rest up now, okay? I'll check in on you later with some vitals. Some vitals. I hear the grapes around these parts make for good eating. Better for drinking if you catch my drift. Hate to break it to you, but not in your condition. We can raise a glass once you're all healed up, though. Deal?
Aye.
Aye, Alvin. I'd like that. Now there's a friendly enough guy. Shucks, I ain't eaten yet either. Can't mix medicine on an empty stomach, now can we? Let's go hit the tavern. Heck yeah. So, you guys have probably noticed, ever since I finished Hanit's story, I've been mixing and matching my teams up with as little Hanit as possible. So, in between episodes, I decided to take a different approach to Alphen. I've actually went on and made him a fighter, or I should say a warrior, so to speak. I did this because I haven't really been digging him as anything else. He hasn't really been giving me the kind of results I'd like out of my character. So to sort of fix that, I gave him a mixture of abilities here. These are abilities he already had. So he has Vim and Vigor, Hail and Hardy, which is typical, 500 extra HP. Like I've said before, you can't go wrong. Summon Strength, which gives him 50 extra attack strength, which is going to play really nicely with his stats as it is. He's still going to be one of the weaker physical hitters. If you look here, just in general, he's not. His physical attack strength is nothing compared to his. Though it should be noted that if you're going to get into like physical attack strength, a lot of the reason why he's so powerful is because he has the Mighty Belt, which increases his physical attack by fucking 50. Yeah, he's a monster. So if you take that into account, suddenly that number doesn't seem so bad, right? Because if we take off 50 from this, that actually puts them within fairly reasonable spitting distance of each other when it comes to just statistics in general. So I'm kind of okay with it on that particular front. Ring-wise, I gave him the protective ring, which is 20 physical and 20 elemental defense, and 30 SP, which I don't know if he's really going to need that. Personally, I think that might be a little much. I didn't have anything that could also raise up his strength, so I just kind of had to pick something that I thought would work. That tended to be the one. So, unfortunately, due to me doing this, that I've unfortunately have unequipped Hanit of her ability, but screw it. I'm probably not going to be using her for the rest of the run anyways if I have it my way.
You mustn't push yourself.
Perhaps I could take care of Miguel in your stead? That won't be necessary now. He still needs rest, but the danger's past. He's in no more need of nursing. I'm relieved to hear that, but still, he suffered such grievous wounds. Did he not have anyone to look after him? I couldn't say. Certain he should have seen an apothecary sooner than he did. Well, he was blessed indeed that you arrived when you did. Guided by the flame, huh? A toast or two will be in order. Toast will be in order when he wakes up. Come to think of it, we'd best keep a watch over him lest he try to consume ale or spirits. Right, of course. Alright, we gotta get to the tavern, which is north of town. I've been so tied up in doing all these chapter 3s and 4s lately, I forgot where this particular area was, because I haven't done Saintsbridge since I did Ophelia's chapter 2, and that was quite a while ago. So yeah, this is a little bit of an unbalanced team overall. I'm not gonna have a lot. I still have my magical powers because I'm gonna still have like 4 or 5 elements, so I should be fine.
What's this now?
What's all the hubbub? Hey, what happened here?
Someone help!
My son, he just collapsed. I sent for help, but oh, look at him, he's dying.
Let me take a look.
There's an apothecary, and there's an apothecary in the house. Let me see him at once.
What?
Truly? Doesn't seem to be a case of food poisoning. But then what could it be?
Oh dear.
Does your son suffer from any afflictions or ailments, ma'am?
No.
No, at least none that I know of.
Damn it all.
Damn it. Think, Alvin, think.
I'm coming in.
Where's the patient?
Oh,
Huh, you're that sham from earlier.
You.
You again. As for whether or not I'm a sham, you can judge for yourself. I see. Seems to be a paroxysm of sorts, doubtless brought on by something he ate. Sweet peas are known to cause this reaction in some people. Here, this should set things right.
whoa.
Well, I'll be. Ugh, where am I?
Oh!
By the gods!
Oh my!
Oh, sir, I have not the words to thank you.
Just doing my job.
It's nothing. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, God. Well, Alvin, you made a dick of yourself. Great job, buddy. The name's Ojin, traveling apothecary. And I trust you've learned not to judge a man before you know him. Damn. Hey, man. I mean, facts are facts, homie. He got you. I'm sorry. You got, son. Like, he got you good. Well, shucks. Never seen a sham as good as that. But I can't let that shake me.
All right.
Alrighty. Let's see who else around here is in need. Alright. I'm not going to give up that easily. That's for sure.
Come now.
Now, calm yourself there, friend. The boy was saved. That's no small solace, right? I'm not saying it isn't, but still. As an apothecary yourself, you are well equipped to see the extent of his wisdom and skill. Damn right I am. It's much the same in my own profession. I have the honor of studying under many great thinkers. Scholars of such perspicacity and knowledge that I wondered if I could ever hope to be their equal. You don't say. Tell me, what precisely went through your head when you realized the full extent of his apothecarial skills? My first thought was, wow, he's just something else. But then I thought, don't just sit there admiring Alf. I have to get as good as him so I can ease more people's pain. Oh-ho! Now there's a splendid answer if I ever heard one. Guess I should stop moping and get to learning. Now that's the spirit. I dare say that passion will carry him a long way. Yes, he's found his path. I can tell he won't be swayed from it. Wow, I honestly think Cyrus might be like the greatest thing for Alphen in general. Like, just as like someone who could probably like, I could see at the end of all this like Alphen working with Cyrus in some capacity, whether or not as an apothecary. I could see Cyrus, because I feel like Cyrus could teach Alphen a lot, really. A scholar who keeps a close eye on the local water supply. He does so to ensure that those who live nigh will not again fall prey to a sickness which was once spread via the river. A sickness that claimed his wife years ago. Tidings of elderly friends.
Oh,
Huh. So those two grandmas haven't been around lately. I should check and make sure they're not sick in bed. Alright, let's continue. But yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of little things I've picked up about these characters as I've played the game. And that's kind of what I like, is that while you don't while the dialogue you get between them isn't a lot in some cases, it does, in some ways, kind of flesh out what the characters are thinking, which I think is actually more important than just having character banter or just having them talk all the time. Having them talk in this way kind of fills in those gaps and kind of gives me an idea of what these characters think of each other. An elderly woman who lives a quiet life of solitude. Never one for social gatherings, she had no one with whom to talk to after her husband died. However, she recently met another older woman while taking a walk, and the two have since become good friends. Old woman to the southeast. Nice chatting with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear boy. Finally, I can go visit my best friend again. Alright, let's head north then. So, I've talked about this a few times where, like now that I've done Tressa's, I don't, looking back on, like, Tressa's entire story, her story kind of wraps up in a weird way because there was no real reason for what happened to have happened. Like, she accomplishes her goal. Her goal is to be a better merchant. I almost don't feel like there needed to be a boss fight. In some ways, I feel like they could have come up with a way to, like, have her story play out, still have gameplay, but, like, not have there be a conflict. Because, like I said, the conflict that existed in that story just didn't make a lot of sense. An old woman who has lived in this town for many years, a stubborn curmudgeon. She is slow to place her trust in others, and even slower to express her feelings. Though grateful to have a dear friend who accepts her for who she is, she will never likely admit as such.
How are you holding up?
And there we go. This should have you feeling better, ma'am.
Thank you.
Heh, don't mention it. And make sure to keep warm, okay?
Aye.
I will. Thank heavens I can finally go grape picking again. Grapes? Speaking of grapes, do you know where I can find myself a good bottle of wine? I promised a new friend, Miguel, we'd share a toast, you see, and... Uh-oh.
Are you alright?
Is everything okay, ma'am?
How can this be?
You're friends with Miguel? That rotten, no-good thief? Thief? You heard me, and that's not all. Rumor has it he even killed a man. I heard he slipped into one of the local estates, and when the butler found him, Miguel stabbed the poor man to death. The local militia has been searching for him ever since, but they can't find hide nor hair of him. He's a drifter, a vagrant. If you know what's best for you, you'll find yourself a new friend. Oh. I think it's starting to become very clear why Ogun didn't want us messing with this guy. That might sum up why he felt like talking to the guy was such a bad idea.
Meet again.
Sorry, no time to chat. I have a patient waiting.
Surely you don't mean to save that scoundrel's life.
So you knew?
I did. He claimed to be a humble farmer, but the dagger concealed beneath his cloak told me otherwise. There was far more blood on him than that from his wound. Nor did his nervous, flickering eyes do him any favors. No, it was clear why he hadn't sought treatment for his wound. He's a man on the run.
Still. Because someone's a thief, that means you leave them to die?
I said it once, and I'll say it again. Some lives are worth saving. Others, not so much.
Bollocks! We're apothecaries, not gods. It ain't our place to judge. We have a duty to help anyone who needs us. Am I wrong?
Show me one of your tonics.
Huh? Why should I do that?
Call it curiosity. I want to see your skills for myself.
Well, if you insist. Here, looking's free.
It is unrefined, but adequate. Made with talent and confidence. Hear me, Alphen. I can see the passion in your eyes, so I'll not mince words. Let that man die.
You can't.
Before you act, ask yourself what it truly means to save a man's life. Especially the life of a killer.
I should go back and check up on Miguel.
Oh, the Hippocratic Oath at its finest, everybody. So, in war times, there is the notion that a medic, someone who saves people, should not pick sides. Essentially put, no matter what side the medic is on, if a medic comes across someone who is injured, it is their job, their responsibility, to tend to their wounds. At least in theory. And this is kind of the problem we're having, right? As an apothecary, Alphen truly does believe that it does not matter who you are or what you've done. If he comes across you and you are injured, it is his, I would almost say moral responsibility, but I almost want to say ethical and or moral. I'm going to say ethical because this is more of his profession than it is a personal thing. It's his ethical responsibility to see to it you are healed. Which then raises the question. If you decide to fix up an enemy soldier, they bail, go back to their side and start murdering more of your people, are you wrong? Well, that's the question, right? There's not really an answer. It's an ethical dilemma, I would say.
Hi.
Hey, Miguel. But mate, my wound is stinging something terrible.
Whoa.
Let me take a look. Tarnation? It's worse than I thought. At this rate, his life is...
Hey there.
How's it look? Tell me I'm gonna survive.
I'll take care of this.
Yeah, I mean, sure you will. That sting is how you know how you can tell the salve's working.
Shit.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
I'll just need to give you some stronger medicine.
I'll fix you up.
You just hold on, okay? We'll have you on your feet again in...
Before you act, ask yourself what it truly means to save a man's life. Especially the life of a killer.
What?
What's the matter, Alphen? Is it worse than you thought?
Shucks.
I heard folks talking about you, Miguel. Saying you're a thief and a murderer.
Huh?
Murderer? Bollocks! I was framed, I tell you! Tell me the truth, Miguel. I can't help you unless you do. You got me, Alphen. I'm a rotten thief. But hear me out. I had no choice. I needed the coin.
I don't know.
Enough to take a man's life? Forgive me, I beg of you. I got 3 brats to feed back home. They'd go starving if it not for me. It weren't always like this, Alphen. I used to be a mercenary, and a good one at that. Things happen, and the work don't come like it used to, so I... Come clean with me, Alphen. I'm dying, ain't I? I know my body better than anyone. You gotta help me. I beg of you. Starting this moment, you're a new man. Huh?
Now listen here.
I'm saying that I'll help you on one condition. No more thieving. Here?
Aye.
What? Why, of course. You have my word. But believe me, I feel worse than anyone about the terrible deeds I've done.
I beg of you.
Alphen. Thief or no, I can't leave a man to suffer. That's just not who I am. Alright, Miguel. I trust you. Hold tight. I'll fix you right as rain.
Thank you.
And so Alphen toiled into the wee hours of the night, tending to Miguel's wounds as best he could. And until finally, in the end,
Shucks.
Shucks, must have been more tired than I thought. Knowing Miguel's over the hump, I can finally breathe easy. Speaking of the man, I wonder where he's run off to. I said stand back or I'll slit your your brat scrawny throat.
Someone help!
Got that?
Then you know what to do, yeah? Hand over all you got.
No, no.
I'll give you anything. Just wait for my husband to return and... Are you daft, you bloody whore? You think I have the luxury of waiting here all day? Now hand it over before...
Fuck me.
Bring every leaf you got to the Riviera woods by sundown, else you'll never see the brat again. Oh shit.
The hell's...
Are you alright? What happened here? Unfortunately, we happened.
It can't be.
Miguel, it couldn't be!
Oh,
Oh, but it is that terrible man took my poor Timothy.
That bastard.
Well, shucks. That rotten bastard! My poor boy, whatever am I to do?
I'll take care of this.
You just wait here, ma'am. I'll go after your boy. Now, which way did he go? He said to come to the woods. The Riviera woods? West of town.
Got it.
Got it. I'll have little Timmy back in no time. Miguel, I was a damn fool for trusting you. Well, there's that whole ethical dilemma. It looks like Ulbrich is up next, so I can only imagine what he has to say on this. God damn it all!
Tisk.
Steady now, Alphen. Steady now, I trusted him, that brazen-faced brute! I say again, steady, my friend. Our first priority is the child. Am I not right? You are. Sorry, sometimes my emotions get the better of me. You need not be sorry. In times like this, we must help one another. I have no doubt that one day it'll be my turn to call upon you for wisdom and perspective. Fair enough. Alright. So look, guys, I'm not going to bullshit you. These chapter 3s have been a joke for me. You guys know this. They've been an absolute joke. They're not challenging in the slightest. I'm really only doing these because I had to finish each chapter. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be wasting my time. So, bear with me. I know these can be a little bit on the dry side because it's not a lot of fun watching someone walk into a boss area and smash everything. Anyways, guys, next time on Octopath Traveler, we're gonna go get this kid back and probably smash Miguel's fucking head in. Till then, guys, stay tuned!